sugar and spice. Yeah. And make everything there feel nice. No. A little sugar and spice. Yeah. And make everything there feel nice. Yeah.
Welcome to the
Sugar
and Spice podcast. New Year's Eve edition?
Yeah.
Yeah, New Year's
End
Eve edition.
of year,
End of year.
End of year wrap up.
There we
edition.
go.
Ooh, I like that.
So we have this week's drink, the iced wine martini. Excellent. This is going to be like a little short talking session for us. We're just going to kind of wrap up the year. I think this episode's going to be a little bit different. We're going to pick like our top 10.
10?
Yeah, we'll do 10. 10 seems like an easy
We'll see.
number.
We'll see what it
We'll see, yeah.
Let's see what it lands.
Maybe we'll do 12, depending on like a month. Like
Yeah.
we'll do one per month or
Yeah.
whatever of our top like little clips
Clips.
from the season. And guys, it's like almost been a year, so it's pretty wild to think. I just want to thank everybody who watch us and supports us and shares our stuff and like interacts and stuff. We kind of just like decided to do this on a whim. And I don't know, it's been fun so far. So
yeah,
hopefully...
but I think it's a good way to wrap up 2025 and then, bring in the new year.
Yeah, absolutely. So mix up a drink, sit down, watch, have
and
some
enjoy.
laughs. Yeah, and enjoy.
Cheers.
Happy New Year's, everybody. It was a very, I think it was you who were like, messaged me on Instagram and was like, hey, you go to Good Life. And then we spent a good month like awkward eyeing each other in the gym and being like, oh, hey. And then it was like, I don't know. And then the rest is history. And then somehow we're just inseparable. It's fine. I'm waiting on an MRI for that still. But I think it's just important to, if you don't feel well, you live in your body. Nobody can tell you what you feel for your body. And if something's not right, fight for it. Like, go and demand answers. Demand another opinion. Demand more blood work. Like, ask them to check for everything. Even the stuff that's not covered by OHIP. If you have to pay a little bit, because it's going to be worth it in the end to have the full understanding of what's going on inside your body the best you can.
And the thing,
It's very Mardi Gras. I love it.
But I was doing a little bit of internet research today, and apparently the purple signifies justice, dignity, and loyalty to a cause. The green symbolizes hope, and the white stands for sisterhood and solidarity, which I think that's perfectly encapsulates what International Women's Day represents
100%.
for me.
And like 100% what we're about here on this podcast.
Absolutely.
We just want to celebrate women and
the sisterhood that is women.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
This is the downside of like Love is Blind, because I think they always ask them in the interview, right, post-wedding, and it's like, do you truly believe love is blind? And like I was like, people can and they will lie. I think the beginning of the series, like of the show, it was good intentions. I think people went on there with good intentions, and nowadays like everybody just wants to be an influencer.
Yeah.
Like you're just going to go on because you want to be an influencer, and it's like that ruins the whole premise of the show, because I think there are good aspects in it, but then it's like, oh, you do this, and it's like, oh, okay. I think literally like you should say, like every time he's on camera, it's like, I'm learning from my bad decisions. I'm like, you're literally the poster boy for I'm making better decisions now. Like, no, maybe you should have made better decisions. And I think it was like Molly who literally called him out and was like, well, maybe you should have trusted the person that you love,
right,
and said, fuck your friends.
Right.
Like the note from the ex. Well, I don't see her as an ex. That's a best friend. She's dating one of my best friends now. She's like married to him. I don't trust that.
Well, and then they were like, did you meet her, Virginia? And she's like, yeah, I met her, but she was not introduced to me that way.
No.
So I'm like, right there, red flag. Because if it was truly,
I said,
just
why
like,
wouldn't you mention it?
Right. Because if it was truly like, this is in the past is the past.
Yep.
Hey, we dated
we dated in high school.
Now we're just friends. Like she's dating my friend, whatever. Like it's apparently Minneapolis. There's only 500 people in that whole place because everybody knows everybody. Yeah.
So,
like But the fact that he did not do that, I was like, red flag right there. Add it to the list. Add it to the list.
And he's just like,
like, I just get the vibe from him, like, okay, so he cheated a month in, but I don't feel like that's the only time he's cheated.
no,
I
I
think
feel
that's
like
the only time he's gotten caught.
yes, and like just the fact that to be judged against all of these other people, like when he was like, oh yeah, I've run through friend groups. I'm like, oh, I bet you have, buddy.
Oh,
And then your friends after? No, there's no way those friends groups are friends after.
that was the biggest red flag conversation I'd ever heard.
I'm like what
whole,
is happening?
The whole like we run through friend groups. I'm like, what? Why would you do that? That's
and then the friends group you're all friends after, and then your friends. I'm so sorry, you can't sleep with somebody and be friends after. Like it just doesn't work.
And in a whole group.
Yeah, I'm like, how many friends group? Unless you have multiple friend groups. But it's weird. Like I don't know. Temptation Island.
Yes.
4 couples. They're at a crossroads in their relationship. I'm just gonna be honest. If you're like a year in and you feel you need to do this for your relationship, actually, if you feel you need to do this at all for the relationship, I don't think that's the relationship for you.
No, seek therapy.
Yes,
Seek therapy.
therapy.
All of these couples seek therapy.
Or better yet, like walk away because you're only a year in.
This is, well, the one couple's 3 years in.
3.5. I feel like, once again, if you need this to solidify your relationship, there's something seriously wrong with the relationship.
Seek therapy.
Yeah, like over that first month of your relationship where now you guys have been together for 3.5 years, right? So she obviously feels guilt. She feels guilt about her first marriage. Like, fair. Like, that's a lot to take on.
Therapy.
Go to therapy.
Let that guilt go.
Yeah. Even sat there after he did it and he still felt so entitled and like had all of this power. And he was like, yeah, she'll come back to me. And I'm like, where do you find the audacity and confidence?
Yes.
Where do we find this confidence?
Yes.
It's like, I would like a cup full. Just
yes,
a cup.
just a cup.
Just a cup. And then loved about her conversation, was it Taylor in the back with her or Alexa?
Alexa.
And she was like, it's okay to feel stupid.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't do anything wrong, and it's okay. It's valid. Like, I'm like, thank you. Like, thank you for telling her it's okay to cry.
But, like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like sometimes, like, in her confessionals, like, she just looks like she has dead eyes. Like, I'm like, ma'am, are you okay? Blink twice if you need help.
But did you say it was like get out? You're like, do you need help?
Yes,
okay?
it's like get out.
Or is this one of those situations where like, and he's like, he's sitting there all smug and being like, well, I'm just being respectful. Respectful of what?
What?
What of
Where's the respect in the room with us right now? Because it sure ain't. Like,
you had to show us. What did he say? He was like,
that man.
Oh, I was like, bro, if you call her out on anything, oh, you're sitting there telling everybody that I'm a piece of shit, man, and that God sent you a piece of shit, man. How do you mean that makes me feel?
You are a piece of shit. How do you think it made her feel watching you clapping cheeks with another girl in the shower? Like, God bless Amaya for like totally calling him out. What a girl's girl. Like, she's like, you can't pick and choose when you want to be single. He's like, well, we're only on. She's like, this is still real life.
And then I love how he just like, she denied him that date.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
I was like,
I think I'm so happy that they showed her that clip.
Oh, yes.
Because you had to know that all of these girls knew what a piece of shit he was.
Well,
with the whole bag aside.
So, yes, with the exception of Alex and Courtney, who were fully involved in the whole.
And they were there for that specific reason. But all the 2 other girls who were like, we're not gonna sit here and watch you disrespect Shantae. Well, when you've literally been sitting here, like she's probably the sweetest girl. He's somebody I would think she's ideal with, like his character. He's strong.
Yes.
He's masculine.
Yes.
He's a no shit taker. Like he has the same vibe as her. Same aspect in life, wants the same things. Like,
he seems like
he's more mature.
That's what I was gonna say. He's more mature. He seems like he has his shit together, which is like what the things were that she wanted for Tyler.
And that was like the conversation that she and him were having at the waterfall area.
Yes.
Where he was like, I love how she can be soft and feminine. And I'm like, and I literally wrote this, I was like, I don't think people pay attention enough to how they are when they're dealing with their partner. A masculine, secure partner will create space for the woman to be soft and feminine.
Absolutely.
You don't have to live in your masculine energy.
No.
And I feel like because she was mommy mode with
hilarious because they know like men are very visual creatures. So they line the thing with very attractive women versus the week before when it was the women. You had a real hodgepodge.
Yes.
Of-
It's quite the variety.
Yes.
But then that also just like goes to show the fact that like hot women are single right now. Hot women are
Yes.
single right now because we don't want to deal with losers,
Yeah.
as seen in the options available.
Yes.
All right, Ty. His comment
About the princess treatment, that really sewered him. But the thing is, like, I don't think he meant it the way it came out.
Yes, I
Because
think like he should have framed it differently and said
Absolutely.
maybe high maintenance.
yes, I
Even
think
still, high maintenance is it's a little subjective because it's like who's maintaining it. If I'm maintaining my own maintenance, then you don't need to be worried about my high maintenance. But yeah, I think it was like the way in which he said it.
because the examples he gave of
Mhm.
like like he's like, I love to buy flowers, I love to randomly
know,
buy
I'm like,
gifts. I'm like,
That's
wonderful.
princess treatment.
You're right. I'm like, that's what a lot of people would say princess treatment is,
Yeah.
Greg. So
Yeah, so I feel like maybe because I don't know, maybe because of the industry he's in. So he sees a lot of celebrities, he sees a lot of actresses and stuff.
yes, where people are just waiting on them hand and
So
foot.
maybe we should have led with like, I'm not here to be a servant. Maybe that was a better option than
Yes.
just being like,
Well, but then I think he's
like we'll end off on this one. I had a Bumble coffee date with a guy who showed up straight from the gym, smelly and all. Nonstop talked about his bouncing stories as a bouncer and acted out with loud yelling and swearing and gestures how he would beat people up. Then topped it off with telling me how he hates drunk, hysteric girls and wished he could punch their teeth in. Needless to say, I excused myself early, and when he messaged me the next day with, "Thought I scared you off," I blocked him. I
sir.
I probably would have blocked him before I even left that coffee shop.
Locked him right in the car.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Immediately, like, no, we're not dealing with that. That's scary.
A little bit of roid rage, maybe.
That's immediately what I thought of. I was
Yeah.
like, this is a roid rage incident because, like, I know quite a few bouncers, and I'm like, they've never said, like, I want to punch that girl's teeth in. Like, a guy, yeah, like, we've all seen drunk guys,
Yeah.
but, like, they've never said that about a girl. I'm like, come on now. Elliot, I think he popped himself because of her. No,
No,
he
she
popped
him and took him down a peg by saying he wasn't buff enough like the rest of them.
Yes. Yes, I appreciated that. Like,
To-
she's 29. Let's get into prime age,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So we met Griffin. He popped it
Griffin.
right off the back. Looks like
Like his sister.
Fair.
Fair. It was kind of a shock because it's like, why are you popping? And then he's like, she kind of looks like one of my sisters. Okay.
That, like, I'm sorry, you look like somebody in my family, or you have the same name. It's a no.
Yeah. That's
cannot.
weird.
Yeah.
That is weird. Then I'm saying I'm going to the bathroom and then I never come back. So
You like a good Irish exit.
Yes.
Irish goodbyes.
Andrea loves an Irish exit.
We love
So
that.
no, but like
And then you find a guy who looks like a mixture of
wait, now she's
Jack Harlow.
Oh, that guy!
You really heard Jack Harlow, and you're like, give me your ball.
A mixture of Jack Harlow
And Seth Rogen, wasn't it?
no,
Jonah
Hill.
Yes.
Because we were calling him Jack Hill or
Jonah Harlow. Jonah Harlow.
Yes.
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 That's my favorite going out. And then
Yeah, not my favorite.
write down the first thing you notice about each other, 30 seconds. Compare.
Oh, we both have to do it?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So mine was your eyeshadow looked super pretty today.
Oh my god! eye makeup is beautiful.
That's what I noticed about you earlier.
I know,
I was like, I love your eye makeup.
Look at us.
Look at us.
See, these are fun. Moral of the story, guys, never give up. Done. So take that with you as you will for the week, for the month, and see how it can apply to your life. All right. I'll let you introduce it because you're the one who picked it.
I did. It's a new series on Netflix. It's called Sneaky. I'm like, what is it called? Sneaky Links. Sneaky Links?
Something After Dark.
Yes. So essentially, the premise of the show is there's a bunch of couples, and each couple on the show has a history of being each other's sneaky link, friends with benefits, situationship, whatever term you want to use to describe this relationship that they have. But when they come on the show, they don't know.
No, because I think it's like, what did you expect? So I'm always interested to know like what they're told about the premise of the show. Because I don't think they're told.
Well, but that was my question, is like, if they weren't told, because they did seem to be genuinely shocked.
Maybe it was, they were like, maybe they sold it as, okay, this is a show about people who are historic sneaky links, that they only do situationships, friends with benefits, hookups, whatever, on the DL. And they just go there thinking, oh, okay, like this is where I'm going to have a chance to find true love or whatever. Once again, I don't know if you're going to find it on that show, but okay. And maybe all 6 or all 12 of them are sold that idea, right?
But how would they have
known?
How would they have known
know.
who each person's sneaky link was?
I know. Is there like a questionnaire?
There must be.
So it's like,
hey,
do you have somebody who you're on the DL with?
Yeah, but then
What's their Instagram handle? Like,
oh, maybe.
right?
Yeah.
But then that would like be sending red flags off in my head. I have to research this, and then next week I'll come back with some thoughts.
Okay.
Because
because I was
thinking that
wondering
too.
Yeah, I was wondering that the whole time. Like
Ashley and Tyler, and then the other one is
Temptation Island.
Yes, some girl drama between Taylor and Ashley. So I'll let you take it away.
We're starting with Love is Blind.
Yes.
Love is Blind. So, Ashley and Tyler are getting a divorce. What you're saying about Kelsey, but at the same time, I'm like, I can't stand Colt. Like, he's like my number. Like, I was Manny's number one hater last week, but now I've switched to Colt, and I feel like I'm gonna be on the Colt I hate you train for the rest of this.
So, however many days, let's say like a half an episode later, because I don't know what the time frame of these fucking weeks are, days, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's starting to sound like they're there for like 3 or 4 days at a time, but I don't know.
I don't know, because he was like, someone was like, it's been days or weeks or something. I'm like, weeks? Like,
I know. So like, I feel like they've been in there for 2 weeks.
For sure.
They've definitely been in there for 2 weeks.
For sure.
Like, I feel like there's I'm like, so you're telling me for like 12 hours, they're just sitting in this motel doing nothing, just hanging out.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. Like, it's very... Like, there's no frame of reference.
Yes, yeah.
Like, the only time frame of reference.
Mari should have said, sometimes when you find something that's normal, and should have said to them, you guys have never been in normal relationships. These are not normal relationships. When you are entering into a relationship with someone, sometimes the instantaneous spark's not there because you guys are building something deeper. Like, that's what we should have said. Not like...
Yes.
Not like, sometimes there's not a spark. But, like, it has to grow. Like, I don't know, me being inherently attracted to medium ugly men, there's not always an instant spark, but like you could be like 6 out of 10, and then you have a really great personality, so it makes you like an 8 or a 9.
But he's not medium ugly though. He's actually attractive, and he's got a great personality.
Yeah.
So I'm like, lady, what's your problem?
So we might as well go into final checkout then.
Yes. So concept was you had the option if you wanted to continue on with the person, you guys met in the lobby. If you were like, nope, I'm checked out of here, you went out the side door of the motel.
Yeah, we're really sneaking out. That's what they said,
literally.
right? Yeah.
Sounds like Manny and Avery are still together.
Yay! So
Yes.
this would have been what, like a year later?
Like a year, they said.
Good.
So sounds like Manny and Avery are still together. Sounds like Zoe and Travis are still together. Because in the one,
guys hanging. Real pick from level 3 this time. Oh, what is something that I just get about you? I know what this is for you. I know that she's going to be like late for everything. I just know. And I also know that like we always need to take pictures beforehand, so I will carve out 20 minutes for pictures before we go anywhere.
oh, I don't know. Being into center stage is you finding a very rich man who's going to take you to Monaco, and then you
can come with me.
Yeah, I will.
I
Yes.
need my emotional support,
Yes.
bestie.
Yes.
Yeah, so
the jury deliberated for
maybe 48 hours?
yeah, and
Is that?
I think they only deliberated for that long because one of the jurors was like, after a couple of hours, the jury came back and said juror number whatever is not following the judge's instructions. So for at least one of the counts. So it means like the rest of the jury had all come to an agreement,
Yes.
and then this man was the one holdout.
Yes.
So because the verdict ended up being a mix bag
Yes.
of guilty and not guilty, it's hard to know what he was holding out on. Was he holding out on a guilty, or was he holding out on a not guilty?
And like it as well or something. There was coercion in one of them because I saw somebody was talking. The guy, he made a really good point on TikTok, and he said he was found not guilty on that one because society refuses to understand that when a woman initially says yes, she has the right to say no when it starts.
That's right. That's
and
right.
they just refuse to accept that as a problem.
And
like the minute she says no, I'm sorry, it's game over.
You
It's
can
done.
revoke consent at any time.
Like if this is not what you promised me, like I'm done.
Right.
Like I've said no. Like how many times do I have to say no? Hit me. Let's talk Coldplay. Let's talk about it.
So, we have the debacle that is uniting the internet, much like
what did I see? And I sent you the
yes,
meme.
that's what I was gonna say.
And it was like
Ocean Gate.
Once a year we have a billionaire sacrifice.
Yes.
This is this year's sacrifice, guys.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, it was.
If you're not gonna watch the show, just watch the opening sequence.
Yeah. It might make you want to watch the show.
Yeah.
So like the premise is what, like 10 singles, 5 girls, 5 guys. They're coming into this resort together, this house, and there's like challenges. You got to match up with somebody, and it's literally like they all show up, they just start talking, and like Nick pops up and is like, "Hey guys, so you got to match tonight."
Yeah, which is
stressful.
Oh, right.
Stressful. Like you don't know anybody yet.
Like as much as I dislike JR, like I can stomach Scott even less.
And it's so weird because she was like, "I want a bad boy," and I'm like, JR is literally the fucking poster boy for bad boy right there.
Absolutely.
Like, other than maybe she's just not attracted to black guys.
Maybe, but I'm like, you've got all this weight and only one person.
I know. It's like
it's not
hard.
as easy as doing this.
Yeah, and I'm like, why are you guys standing? Go on your knees, create a wide base, and pull. This is like, come on, competition, guys. Let's do this shit. Like, figure it out.
When I was watching this, I'm like, I would not want to participate in any of the other ridiculous things, but like throw me in those challenges because I would murder them.
Absolutely. They're not, and I feel like this is key. Like this is really important for this show is to make friends with the girls. Like you have to make, like, not only are you focused on your partner and your match, but you have to make friends with the girls too. Like you have to be a girl's girl because, for example, in this situation,
they both knew Juliet and what's his face, Clayton, were not going to work.
Right.
So they were like, let us bring in a guy for Juliet and see what happens, right? It's just like,
And you had that three-way argument between Juliet, Scott, and Carrington, and Freddie's like, I love Americans.
So guys, that is a wrap on this week.
match.
Perfect match. I mean, hey, I will say it was much better than Sneaky Links. It was
times better.
better. Like maybe we could just like work on the ending.
Yeah,
let's make it a little more exciting.
Netflix, let's tweak this. So.
Yeah, reach out.
We got some ideas.
All right, so then we will see you guys next week. Yeah. All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Yep. Yeah, I definitely did not watch like the last little bit. I think I shut off. I shut it off when they like when I found out that like Lucy and Alex won, and they're like, "Oh, congratulations, guys!
Oh.
Congratulations!" Safe to say, I never want to go on a cruise.
Right? That I know. That's what I got from this. This really, Netflix has really nailed how to do the 3-episode docuseries, like true crime docuseries. Like it followed a pretty. We'll talk about it later. But a pretty formulaic, like
they did it in sequential order. Like they really set you up good to kind of like beginning, middle, end.
Yeah, but
round it around.
What we were talking about, like when you were in the second episode.
Oh yeah. Oh, when like all of a sudden they're like, oh, by the way, she's gay, and I'm like,
that I find like with Netflix, like you kind of get a set of the stage in
like
in the first episode, and then in the second one they like to drop a little surprise or a little shocker or whatever, and then so the brother and the dad's behavior is suspicious.
I believe mom has no idea what's going on.
No, absolutely.
And I feel like they're low-key keeping her in La La Land to avoid suspicion.
And I think that's why they left her there and then they went back to Curacao by themselves.
The one thing then that confuses me is that IP address then from Barbados.
Who knows? Like some creepy weirdo,
maybe
trying to
maybe. On my other hand, like my brain is like my book brain is like, did the dad and brother like pay somebody in Barbados after they heard that the one guy saw her in Barbados? They were like, right.
And finally, they call in the FBI. God bless them. At this point, they put together a binder of text messages for
720 pages.
Yes,
720 pages, and all I can
and multiple messages per page.
Yeah, like we're taught like they've probably, let's say they have what you do a print like maybe two screen rolls per page, so that's got to be at least what like 20 messages a page.
Who knows? Like like
imagine having to go through all of those
and reading all that
like
nastiness,
sitting there and being like, I've gone through these so many times that I've memorized them, and I'm like. And you literally have to comb through every single fucking line.
It would be so disturbing, honestly. Like
I would never let my child have a phone.
We only saw bits and pieces of what those messages were like, and just like they were
like think of
still in that.
I think they were still there, yeah.
So the dad comes in and he's like, "You're leaving. Like you're not. There's no."
He's like, "Yeah, you're calling.
Like we're calling your parents." That was the first time she seemed to be getting like upset.
Nervous.
Like she's like, "No, don't call my parents."
Because then at this point. Like
ma'am,
the
police are here.
Yeah, the cops are telling him. By the way, she's gonna get charged with felony stalking.
Yes,
of 2 minors.
Yes,
like so. There's no background checks. There's no and it's like this is a borderline safety issue because you're putting people in close quarters. You're adding alcohol into mix, and it's like it makes me think too that like. You never know what type of medication people are on, so some stuff shouldn't be mixed with alcohol.
Well, and like also, I don't know which country. I feel like it was like Love is Blind somewhere in South America. They had like a guy. I don't know if he killed her, but he like assaulted.
Yeah. I think I heard about that.
Right. So it's like you like. As a show, like you need to do a better job, not putting people in, and it's always the women that are going to be in danger.
100%, 100%.
And this is where, like, we talk about mediocre men being like, uber confident, and it's like, where do you get this confidence from? That was like embodied.
Yes, okay.
Jordan makes a delicious smoothie. I'm like, he's fucking with her. Like, there's no way.
There's no way. 'Cause
Crystal Light,
he even tried.
gagged at one point.
Yeah.
He drank it, but I'm like, a little bit of Crystal Light and a blended chicken.
Okay.
Are you nuts?
When he was like talking about putting the chicken breast in there, I was like, okay, so you're gonna put the chicken breast and then you're gonna put some berries and some spinach, ice, put maybe and then it kind of gets lost in everything else.
Straight to jail. Straight to
But
jail.
like
Straight to jail. She's like,
And
well,
he-
why
and
don't you just do 6 eggs? I'm like, well, that's only 36 grams of protein, and he's got 50 some grams of protein.
and then he
But
was
I'm
like,
still.
in my mind, when she was like, well, how do you cook it? And he was like, oh, I roast it. And I was like, see, no, that's the problem. You needed to boil it. If
Boil
this
it.
is how you're gonna do it, you need to boil it. Because I don't want the chicken flavor. I just
No.
want it cooked.
Yeah, and when you boil it, it's but
Yeah.
no, it's straight to that whole shake was straight to jail. I'm
Oh
like, I
my
think
God.
he was fucking with her. I'm like, there's no way you drink this.
Yes.
Like regularly, because even he gagged.
Yes.
Yes. Well, but okay, so but just the last point I want
Yeah.
to make about Joe and Madison was when he was at that tux fitting.
I knew it immediately. I was like, this man's gonna run.
So have you ever seen? Did you watch Sex and the City?
Yes.
Did you see the one episode where Carrie and Miranda go in to try on wedding dresses and Carrie has a massive panic attack? She's
And
like,
runs.
I'm having an allergy attack, and she's like trying to rip the dress. That was Joe.
Yeah.
That was Joe.
That
in
was
that
Joe.
thing.
He was like trying to do the tie.
I know. He's like, I'm having a panic attack. Oh God, you just get out of here.
And even his friends are like, bro, are you good?
I know his friend John Free. I was dying. John Free. And then what's his face? Jordan was like, is he leaving? And then
They're all like,
John Free's like, yes, he's leaving. Like,
thanks, Captain
thanks,
Obvious.
John Free. But like, I'm not a huge fan of Nick, but I'm even less of a fan of Annie.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, both her and Madison, like I saw someone else say it, I think on Threads or something, and they were just like, I want to be for the girls, but you're
making it hard.
You're making it very hard. You're making it very hard.
Yes.
And I dislike you for making me side with these two men.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yes, they actually made good decisions for like the first time their entire show.
Yes. Yes.
So like I don't know. I just found like their whole conversation. I was like, what do you want from him? He's a normal fucking guy.
yeah.
Like me personally, I'd be like, oh, I won the jackpot with him.
I think a lot of people.
I think I wouldn't be
I think
surprised.
that's a big sentiment online. Is like he came, we'll see in the reunion whether he just got a really good edit or if he truly is like that.
Yeah.
But like I think
genuinely get a good vibe from him.
the sentiment is like out of all the guys on the cast, he's probably
A good one.
yeah.
He's a good one, and she was the bad one.
Yeah. Is like, you know what though? Like KB, like she is gonna find someone. Her emotional maturity is off the charts. Her like
She's got such a good support system at home.
Oh,
Mom is
her mom. When her mom was like, when she was talking about like, you know, I'm trying to be kind to him, Edmund is saying I'm not kind, and then her mom comes up with like, learn the way he needs kindness.
and that's like
This lady is
like,
amazing.
ma'am, can you please come onto the show and like maybe be like
Provide,
stand-in therapist?
Yes.
Because or couple counselor or
something.
because like that I think is such a key piece of like a relationship is suddenly her and Casey are like best friends. Like Casey's the only one that knew about her being pregnant. I'm so sorry. I would not trust Casey with any sort of secret I had.
Well, and before we jump to them, but like also like Megan dated both Mike and Blake. She was a busy lady. Like fine, fair. You're single. Like you can do whatever you want.
But no, that was for me. It was a prime example. The reason she went on those couple dates were Mike is because she wanted to see if she fucked up and picked Jordan by accident.
Mhm.
She wanted to see.
Mhm.
And she says, oh yeah, like they weren't compatible or whatever. But I almost feel like she was like, okay, post Jordan, she was like, I really got to buckle down. I got to find somebody. I got to have a baby. My egg timer's kicking. Like,
yeah, because she's probably in her late 30s, early 40s. Her eggs are ticking. We'll just give it to a producer. Then it's like, there. Nobody gets it.
nobody gets it.
We didn't get engaged. Like, what's Patrick gonna do with
I
it?
have no idea.
So, but anyways, we have to go through a ridiculous basketball free throw
just for her to get the ring back.
Right.
So, I don't know.
We
It
got
was
Chris Paul.
from the LA Clippers to like I don't like that.
Wait, is this where our budget went?
Yes, this was so like out of pocket. Like
It's not-
Netflix,
you know
like
what?
I don't even know what's going on.
It's like the fucking sock basket throw thing. Like, what is happening?
I don't know.
You're like, let's.
We're wasting time like having them do some free throw shootout.
Yeah. Other than it was a way to like break off the awkward like argument that was like back and forth, back and forth. I want you to apologize to me. I want you to apologize.
Hosts who know how to redirect things. That's we could avoid the free throw debacle entirely if we had a better host who could guide the conversation
Absolutely.
better. Like
Hey, let's say, okay. So, guys, sift your flour in another bowl. I forgot that step. In this bowl, we already have the oven preheating at 375. So now we're gonna cream shortening. You're gonna put that in there with the brown sugar.
So the shortening unlocked a childhood memory of mine making apple pies with my grandma. And she used shortening. And I have not used shortening probably since then.
So now you're gonna put the brown sugar in. I measure with my heart, and I do the same for the vanilla. So your vanilla is gonna go in your wet mixture. So you can do a tablespoon, or sorry, a teaspoon. I measure with the heart because this is one of those. This is one of those recipes where I don't think you could ever overdo the cinnamon and the vanilla.
Okay, so what?
That's a good one. That is a good one. Actually, these ones were good. I don't know if we have any inside jokes. Well, we do have a couple.
Well, we have but we can't.
They're
They're for a reason.
They're inside thoughts for a
Yes.
reason, as I call them. Okay, I'm just gonna grab from one of the random. What do you want to make more time for, and what's getting in the way of that?
I feel like a lot of the times, like, personal things kind of get pushed to, like, I have obviously work, family, just base, like, going to the gym and stuff, but I'm like, like, sometimes I would love to, like, focus on, like, mobility and stretching and all that.
There's
but I'm
no
like,
time.
there's
There's
no
no
time.
time.
Right? Okay, like, there's no time. Like,
There's never enough time.
it's not.
Like,
A little sugar and spice.